Hello everyone, my name is Meztli Curiel, and this is my favorite part of our DODL lesson plan for LS 11502. So just to get started, I wanted to go ahead and kind of go over our lesson plan. So this is our lesson plan template, and one of the first things that I actually really enjoyed about the lesson was being able to review our classroom demographics. I think it was a really nice tool during our library activity that we were able to pull these demographics, and it's something I would definitely for sure use in the future. When I get hired at a school site, I think it'd be interesting for me to be able to pull up the SARC and the demographics of the school, just because it was very helpful in being able to plan our lesson plan, and I think it'll give me the opportunity to kind of have or see what my classroom may or may not look like. So it was a bit challenging being able to try to integrate all of the demographics, but like I said, it really did make the process flow because we were able to know what our students may or may not understand and what their backgrounds exactly look like when we were creating our lesson plan. That way we could make sure that the majority, if not all, of our students related to our lesson plan. Another thing that I did enjoy was being able to list those barriers and those solutions. So I think when you're creating a lesson plan, and I've had this in the past, like where I've had other classes where I create lesson plans for, I never really focused on the what can go wrong, which I mean is kind of a fault because when you're in the classroom, a lot of things can go differently than what you expected, and writing a lesson plan is very different because in your brain you're just not envisioning for those things to go wrong. So it was good practice to be able to go ahead and try to review my lesson plan and see where faults may occur and try to find a solution to that before it happens. And another thing I enjoyed, I'll have to go to our Google Drive to probably pull it up, but I also really enjoyed having our metacognitive statements. I feel like it kind of allowed for us to see that progression of our lesson. Here it is. So I really liked our metacognitive statement because there was times where I felt kind of stuck, or I feel like I wasn't really understanding what we were, what that how to concentrate on that So it was nice to be able to see my other pod members and see what they were thinking, kind of like jumpstart my thinking. And also it's nice to just look back on and see just the progression of us doing our lesson plan and our thoughts at that moment. And another thing I really enjoyed about this lesson is the fact that we included those emergent bilingual learners by having some of our lesson be taught in Spanish as well. Personally, I'm in the bilingual authorization program at Fresno State, so it was very good practice for me to be able to go ahead and kind of have that dual immersion into our lesson plan. I've never had to do it before for another class, so it was nice to be able to have that experience. And I feel like a huge part, going back to the demographics, a huge part of our demographics, a large part of our students were emergent bilingual students. So I really enjoyed being able to go ahead and target those students in our lesson. And one final thing that I enjoyed about creating our DODL was the video that we created, and as well as our example products. So I'll go ahead and go into the video. So we created this on Powtoon, and I feel like we did a very good job of illustrating our script. So Jenica did an amazing job at helping us write our script, and I kind of had the responsibility of putting it all together. So I'll just go ahead and play a few seconds of the video. So it just was a lot of fun being able to bring this lesson to life, and I feel like it would be very useful in a classroom where some students may be more of a visual learner and not be able to go ahead and follow along with our read aloud. They would instead have this digital video that would encapsulate what we're trying to get them to learn. But yeah, moving on to the products that we created, I liked being able to have our example products for the class to see. So these are the flashcards that we created, as well as an example mind map and our own mind maps that we have. I feel like integrating those examples kind of like allowed the students to envision what they were going to create without us directly telling them what to do. So I feel like it was a very helpful tool. And that's it for my video.